How y'all doing today? It's another hot day in Central Florida. But of course, your boy is vacationing year round. So I had to go inside, get me a glass of tea so I can come back and chill out. Cause yeah, man, that sun is smoking hot. But I'd rather be warm any day than to be somewhere where it's extremely cold. Been there, done that. In the army, I was deployed over in Hungary, Sarajevo, so I know how cold it is and how it could be in cold weather climate. So I'd rather be here in Central Florida where it's warm. But anyway, let me get me a little sip of this tea. Uh, yeah, man. I was up in Georgia Friday, Saturday, and now I'm back home, chilling, just relaxing, and it can't get too much better than that. Just laying back, everything slow, let everything come to you. You know what I'm saying? That's me. You know, I done live that fast-paced life, and it's good for a little while, but sooner or later, you want everything to slow down, where you can really lay back and enjoy yourself. Pace yourself. Don't be in such a hurry. But life has a funny way of coming at you. And you can get busy and forget all about the good things in life because you're so much in a hurry in that rat race. And don't get me wrong, everybody done it. Everybody got their hands in that rat race sometime or another. But your boy's chilling now. I'm out. I resign from the rat race. And I ain't looking back. It feels good to not have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can put themselves in that situation. And I'm not a financial advisor of any type, but I know how to invest, and I know by investing you can become rich. You'll never become rich working for somebody else. You're gonna make them rich. They can tell you all kinds of different little analogies. Oh, we working for our retirement and doing all that. But in the end, you working for them and you making them rich, and you're gonna still be in that rat race. But no more. No more. And I tell everybody, what I'm saying, do your research. Go find you a platform that you like, that that's to your liking. E-Trade, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, M1 Finance. Um, it's quite a few of them out there for you to go and try out and start investing. Let your money become your employees. Let your money work for you, not you work for the money. You've been doing that all your life. You know how to do that. I tell everybody that I deal with, I'm like, hey, by having a job, they're gonna pay you just enough money for you to make it to the next payday, and enough money where you won't leave and be jumping jobs. You'll stay there, but they're gonna pay you just enough to keep you satisfied to stay on their job, making them much more money while you get the scraps and you figure out how you gonna survive from there while they are making the serious money. But if you start investing and just keep going, let it be consistent, then you're gonna find out about compound interest after a number of years. Your money start drawing interest, then you start making money off the interest that it just previously made, and it just keeps going. And after a number of years of you doing that, now you don't put yourself in a situation where you getting your money is working for you, you getting paid on top of monies that made you money. So you get into that vicious cycle and just let that snowball just keep rolling. And then now your investment income have outran your income you earn on your job. Then what sense are you working? You put yourself in a situation where you work if you want to work, not because you have to work. Majority of Americans, we working because we have to work. You know what I'm saying? That's not where you want to be. You know, most people that employers that create jobs or whatnot, they not working because they have to. They working because they, for one, may be greedy, and the other is, some people have a good heart that want to provide employment for others, which is great. You know what I'm saying? That is good, giving other people the opportunity to earn for their family and be able to take care of their family. You know, but don't fool yourself. It's business, and business is about making money. Nobody is in business to lose money. They are in business to make money, and don't forget that. You know, you got some good business people out there. You got bad business people out there. You got business people out there that'll step on their mama to make a dollar. You know, but then you got some good people out there that want to do the right thing, and that's good, kind-hearted people. When you find someone like that, then hey, you rock with them. You can go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to be in their 70s and 80 years old and still got to deal with working, putting up with some foolishness. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. And guess what? I don't have to deal with it. Everybody should put themselves in a situation where they ain't got to worry about that. You cannot depend on Social Security and all those social programs. Let that, yeah, that's gonna be there hopefully, but in the current climate, you never know what's gonna be there for you. So you got to figure out something that's for you, and you taking out all the middlemen, so you get to reap all the benefits. You think about it as an employer, the employer received the money. Then they pinch off a little bit to pay the employees and pay all their bills. But guess where the bulk of the money goes? It stays with the employer. You know, by you investing your shares, ETF, stocks, mutual funds, whatever you have, those become your employees. You are the employer. And you got to be consistent. Every time you get paid, you create your investment becomes a bill for you where you paying yourself. You know, it's gonna always be something out there that uh you want, you got to have cause the Jones got it. Hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I ain't got nothing to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got wants of what have you. But put your investments first, because guess what? Look at the climate today. They come in there and tell you, hey, we no longer need your services, and today is your last day. Now what you gonna do? You know, it's gonna be up to you to figure that out. But if you got investments coming, you've been investing in dividend paying ETFs or stocks or whatever, you're gonna get paid on the pay date or whatever pay cycle your investments are on. You still got monies coming in that you can take care of your family, not dependent on a job, because that job could be here today and gone tomorrow. Then it's gonna be left up to you to figure it out. So while the getting is good, you take your money. You be just like a squirrel. You hide your nuts for when the weather get cold, when there ain't no nuts on the ground. You start investing, putting your money in there what you don't need, and you always invest monies that you're not gonna need right now. If you need the money next week, don't you invest it. You know, but you got to get consistent with that, and in due time, you be at a level where, hey, you still investing and you can pull money out and live like you want to live, do the things that you want to do, and enjoy life. But if you make $100 on your job and you spend 105, you're not gonna ever dig your way out of that hole. You're gonna be in that vicious cycle where you just spinning your wheels. And everybody done been there. Everybody have been there. Most people don't understand how money works, you know. And I'm not saying that I'm no financial guru or anything like that. But guess what? I ain't make $100 and spend 105. And while if you are a young person and you looking at my videos, it is the prime time for you to start investing while you're young, where it don't take much money. You just If you just starting out, you take 25 to $50 a pay period and invest that money, and you be consistent on every pay period which you invest in that 25 to $50. If you get promoted on your job or you make more, your pay rate goes up, you're not used to the pay increase. Take the increase and invest that. Now, do that for about 25 to 30 years. You're going to be straight. Now you done got up in your 50s and 60s. Yes, you've been paying your federal taxes, so you got Social Security as a backdrop, but you got your investments that's paying you on a consistent basis. You ain't got no worries. But most people never invest in anything. Because I know when I was growing up, I'm from the country. I'm a country boy from Morgan, Georgia. You never heard of it, but it's like a little spot on the map. And you hold your breath, you drive right through there. You know? But getting back to saying, you invest your money, and when you become, in your 50s and 60s, you can lay back and chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what the future holds. But your future be a whole lot better if you got, a few coins to carry you over and not have any worries. You know? Nobody knows when the good Lord gonna decide to call you home, but until that time, you still got to live. And all of us was 18, 19 years old. And imagine if you would have been investing 25 to $50 a month when you were 18, 19 years old, and here you are now 60. You wouldn't have no worries. You'd be multi-millionaire. But none of us took that little small amount of money and invested it because we didn't know. When you know better, you do better. You know, they couldn't teach you that in high school because all our teachers or what have you, they was in the same situation. They was in that same rat race that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. But once you get away from your small environment and you get out there and meet people along the way, and people that has some financial literacy about themselves, and you just sit back and listen.